it's let me draw it and then I'm gonna explain it. Okay, so when I say that my sketch is like anchored, is fixed, this is where my flat is like, this is the most, for me, this is the most important key point of my flat, is define my shoulder slope. So this is where the shoulder slope usually is in the same line as your inside neckline. The collar, it's higher, will go higher, right? So, and then after this point, I wanted to do, let's say, a jacket that is, it gets to my lower hip or length, this length, so I can actually kind of create a line. And I can, if I want to design something like fitted, I'm going to continue to use my template and maybe, I don't know, design like a little jacket with the peplum. So I'm gonna do the seaming, I'm gonna have my 3 button, and then I'm gonna follow her. So I design, let's say, a blazer, the fitted blazer, so I'm gonna do my shading inside. I also always like to show some light. So this is a fitted jacket, and I follow my template. So it's easier when you design something fitted to just like follow your template. If you want to do a seam, remember the guideline that we were talking about? You're gonna just follow your guideline and you can actually create a seam if you want to do a bust seam. So you're gonna just continue to follow your sketch. When your garment is more oversized, that's slightly trickier. It's you have to at one point abandon your template, but still I wanted my garment to stay on. My shoulder slope technically is still the same, the color is still the same, so I can actually, I'm gonna erase this one, and from the same color I can actually then, let's say, create a jacket. So that is more, is gonna be, let's say, drop shoulder, and I'm gonna have more of a cocoon shape, and maybe I'm giving them like an open sleeves, and then I have my seam is gonna go here, you have my pocket in this point. So in one side, with the same color, with the same proportion, I can have a garment, fitted garment, or I can have more an oversized garment. So let me erase it. But I'm still starting with the same, and then I need to abandon it because it's gonna confuse me. So this is gonna be my side, this is the side, this is gonna have my seam, and I have it's slightly asymmetric, but this is, I basically started with the same template and I draw a garment that has a completely different proportion. Okay, so that's, and same like if I wanted to draw the neckline, same story of a t-shirt, of my t-shirt, my template is telling me the collarbone, so it actually is giving me a guideline if I wanted to do a more of a boat neck, so I can kind of follow that. Usually the front neck is always lower than the back, and then I'm just gonna start to, and I know I want to do it cropped, I want to do this way, so I'm gonna actually then make maybe So you're anchoring your sketch here basically. And the easy part for you at the moment is really like to look at the garment and really pay attention to any seam. Sweater is a little bit harder to draw. So I would say maybe you, if you want to pick one sweater, but I would recommend maybe to take like 2 or 3 regular garment with like seam and dart, and try to follow and mimic them. Yeah, so I definitely gonna put this one in canvas